What's good, sports people? You are now tuned in to the Friday edition of Picks, Parlays, and Poison. It's your boy Parlay P, chilling with my brother from the fifth floor over there, holding it down. B Magic, what's up? Say what's up to the people.
Hey man, I can't call it, bro. Just just trying to maintain, keep it cool, like I know how to be cool.
That boy there, so laid back with it, all up there. It's all up there, people. Hey, look
Yes,
here,
sir.
man. Hey, you know how we start the show off, B. What you sipping on?
Man, we already tried. I'm waiting on that webcam, man. Try to get our technicalities together. But I'm on that Jack right now, man. That Jack and Coca, as they say over here. That Jack and Coca. That's what
International.
I'm sipping on right now.
Yeah, he got the
You can see,
international
you can see the
American.
cup. You can see the blue cup.
He got the blue cup
Yes,
bumping.
sir.
Man, look, I'm on a little water right now because we going live later with some Chacones. I got my boy Ricky 50 coming through. I got R&B Poppy Jeremy coming through straight from Philly. I got Big Buff, the bouncer of the crew, Pray coming through. Man, so look,
Yeah.
I got to hydrate right now, but yeah, in honor of the verses last night, I had to pull out some of that stuff Jeezy talked about. So we got a little Douce, you know what I'm saying? And then he
Okay.
talked about having that
Yeah.
black power. So we got a little Ricky Rose Bel Air over here. You know, we're gonna crack that and celebrate after we hit these parlays. And you know, I can't forget about my man Pete Diddy. You know what I'm saying? Got a little
Yes, sir.
that's the black dot. That's the black dot right there. That's that black raspberry. So we keeping it real, black power over here with Conda Forever and all that. HBCUs in the house too. Alabama A&M Bulldog. Let's go, A&M. Hey, here we go,
Yes,
B.
sir.
Quick recap, man. We told y'all B came on there with a free play hitter on Wednesday night. Told y'all to take that Toledo and some MAC action. Got y'all that over on that game. Easy went on there. Toledo actually they covered that one real well. My bad, Ball State gave you too much chirps. Y'all did not cover that spread. Kind of hurt because y'all had it and then kind of let it go at the end. It's all good. I'll look for it the next time, right? All right, going into Saturday's game. Let's take a look into Saturday's game. We're gonna jump off with one, that's close to us. We ride with Army. Been riding with them for a while because they are a covering machine. But they are going up against Georgia Southern, who's also a covering machine, except for
Mm,
last week. Speak on it.
mm.
That's your boy. Shy is your boy. Let me know about it. Let the
Ah,
people hear about this, B.
shoo, gotta do, man. Hey, man, it hurts me, dog. I've been rolling with Georgia Southern for a while, man. My boy, Shy Works, he's a dog, man, but he can't do it by himself. The boy can't play corner, he can't play safety. Um, their defense, man, is just not getting it done. And mind you, I feel like if you look at the paperwork, you look at the numbers, they're only allowing 92 yards rushing.
Mm-hmm.
But they have not gone up against that triple option to date. And Army are dogs with that triple option. So this one, I kind of want to fade this game, but if I got to pick, I think Army is strategic enough in their action plan to put a spy on my boy Works for the entire night. Somebody's gonna be dedicated to him. I think that they stop him enough to cover that small spread of 4. So I'm rocking with Army. I think on most sites it's 3.5 right
Mm-hmm.
now. I like that. I think this one kind of goes down to whoever has the ball last on this one. But I think Army at home, man. I think West Point's gonna have it rocking. Um, with the amount of COVID shutdowns going on, this might be one of their last games. So I think they come out, man. They give it all they got. I think that they shut down my boy Shy, even though I love him. He's a dog. He's gonna be in the league. He's gonna be playing on Sundays. But I think that they get the best of him this weekend. I like Army at 3.5.
Yeah, I should have gave y'all the number on that. That's right. Most sites are dropping Army minus 3.5. That line opened up at 4, so it's been a little bit of money that came in on Georgia Southern. The over under on there is 40.5 is what we're looking at. But if I ever pick again, I will make sure that I don't pick Georgia Southern. Man, they burnt our tickets last week. We had some bangers in there
Yeah.
too. and they burned it by not getting that cover. They allowed them to come back and backdoor us. And I'm not with that. That's not my style. I know that ain't be Magic style. So we ain't getting down like that over here, man. We hate that. So I can't rock with Georgia Southern on this one, mainly because you hit it earlier. They have never faced against this triple option attack that Army brings it with. So those numbers for that rushing defense of Georgia Southern, only allowing slightly under 93 yards rushing the game, that's gonna be out the window when you're playing against a triple option. Georgia Southern didn't have as much time to prepare for this game as Army did. Army's game against Air Force got canceled. So that means Army had basically 2 weeks to sit there and prepare for Georgia Southern. And I think that's going to be a big difference right there. They basically are coming up with their battle plan, right? And I think that they'll get the job done. Army's defense is strong, so I don't see Georgia Southern being able to run this ball up and down the field like they've done in the past on other teams. So, short and to the point, Army gets the job done at home. The cadets will be popping off, and they'll take care of business. -3.5, -4. If you're really nervous by the hook, drop it at 3. What you got?
Yeah, that caveat I was saying, a couple of tickets that we ran, we're doing that over. I think the over is only at 40 right now.
It's at 40, yeah.
Which is I would be more comfortable with the over in this game than I am on the spread, but I think that Army has the ball last because they're going to control the possession game the entire game with that triple option. But if you're scared of the spread, go ahead and jump on that total point line and take that over 40. I probably want to take it up past 42, 43, but if it stays at 40, 41, jump on that over.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think we could easily see a 24-20 game where you get the over and the cover for Army. Exactly. So just kind of look out for that. All right, let's move on from that one. We're gonna go into some bigger games. We're gonna get into some things I like to see. You know what I'm saying? Some of them teams, as they call them, man. We going into Cincinnati UCF. This is one of them. This look like two. Hey, you know what I'm about? It look like two Fox. New Fox Sports female moderators going at it, man. This is Joy Taylor going at it with one of them. Them things be.
Yeah.
Woo. All right, here we go. We got Cincinnati, number 7 ranked Cincinnati, 7-0, going into Orlando to play UCF on ESPN 3:30. So it's prime time, midday, everybody watching. Cincinnati favored by 6 points in this one, man. And I dug into the numbers. What you got on it, B? Oh, I'm sorry. Over under 63.5 too. That's a big one. 63.5.
Yeah, this one's tough, man. I'm rocking Cincinnati. Let's get that out there early. But man, Dylan Gabriel and that boy Marlon Williams have been eating all year long. I mean, they're putting out record numbers. I think their total yard average is 619.
Yeah.
So they eat. That offense is scoring. I think the difference, just like the Army game, what it's going to come down to is who has the ball last. And I think Cincinnati's defense is going to, just like Army, stop them enough to be able to cover that small spread. I'd be comfortable with this one up to 6.5. Anything over 7, I probably wouldn't touch it. But where it sits now, it's at 5.5. I'm on Cincinnati all day just because of their defense. UCF has not been a good against the spread team. They're 2-5 against the spread this season. Cincinnati's sitting at 5-2 against the spread. Cincinnati's defense is just real, man. Like they might not be able to keep up on the offense side, but I think that they stop UCF enough to cover that small line.
Absolutely. I'm rocking with Cincinnati in this one, man. When I say I dug into the numbers, I dug so much that I had to throw a ladder to get myself out, man. I was so deep into it, man. Look here. Everybody's talking about UCF, their offense. And yes, Gabriel throws the rock. The man is putting up numbers, right? But Cincinnati has seen this, right? SMU. Guess where they're ranked in pace of play? Number of plays a game. They're ranked 18th. Oh, okay, that ain't that good. Memphis is ranked 5th. They rank fifth. 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth. Fifth in the nation in
Yes,
high
sir.
pace offense, right? So they've been against these offenses, and what they do,
Shut
shut them
them down.
down. Shut them down like the mother hen in the club. Ain't nobody getting nothing tonight, but you about to pay for these overpriced drinks. All right, look, and if you want to
Absolutely.
sprinkle ECU's 26 in the nation and pace of play, right? All right, coming in, the biggest thing on that defensive side, the opponent's red zone scoring percentage is only 62%. That's not touchdown percentage, that's scoring period. So that means you get in the red zone and you still might not come away with points, UCF.
Right.
Oh, and you think UCF just dominating like that? At home, UCF scoring red zone 78%. So they leaving points out on the field as well. All right. But then you flip it and you go to UCF's defense versus Cincinnati's offense. Well, Cincinnati's offense away, 100% scoring in the red zone.
Woo.
Take a guess at what UCF's defense gives up in the red zone. 100%. So, just doing quick math, if Cincinnati gets to the red zone, points on the board. It may be touchdowns, it may be field goals, but with a line like 6, it don't matter because they putting points on the board. And then on the flip side, you got only 62% chance of scoring against their defense in the red zone. Not period, in the red zone, where that's your best shot. All right. So all that said, I looked a little deeper too. And UCF defense actually plays better in the first half. Now, their offense doesn't, but their defense does. So they only allow 9.5 points in the first half. But coming out, they allow 17. So where I'm leaning with this is that first half under. This is one of those alternative numbers that you guys can say, hey, well, I don't know about Cincinnati covering 6. I kind of like UCF's offense, but Cincinnati's defense. Find where the mismatch is on the lines. That's where it's at. First half, Cincinnati defense only allows 10 points in the first half. UCF only allows 9.5 at home. What does that tell you? Possibly 20 points get put up on the board, 24 max, right? The first half line is sitting at 31 people. That's a full touchdown that you're getting, at least a touchdown, just off of the math. Now, the second half, Cincinnati clamping up even more. It becomes 3 points allowed in the second half, average of 3 points, whereas you see UCF defense is allowing 17.5 in the second half. That tells me that it'll be a tight game, possibly low numbers, but then second half Cincinnati pulls away as UCF's defense starts to get a little run down. Just numbers. I mean, I don't know. I'm just an analyst. All right. But that's where I'm going with that. I'm rocking Cincinnati minus the 6 whole game. But if you're scared of that, throw a little something on that halftime, first half underline, under 31 points. I'm telling you, the math don't lie, man. They just got to go out there and do what they got to do. That's all I can talk about Cincinnati and that defense and all that, forever. So let's move on, man, before we get too deep into it. And I can't come back out of it, man. All right. We going over to Oregon, another one of them teams that I love them, man. I hate to admit it. I usually don't use that term much often, but it is true. I love it. They've got UCLA actually going into Eugene to play against Oregon, number 11 ranked Oregon. Oregon land, I'm seeing 17.5 right now going in there. What you think about this game, B?
I don't know, man. I watched that. I stayed up late and watched that UCLA at Cal
on Sunday.
And,
okay.
Yeah, UCLA was some dogs in that. I think they beat Cal at home 34-10.
Yep.
At the same token, you got Oregon went into Washington State and beat them boys 43-29. They played Stanford at home, beat them 35-14. They just Oregon always has that offense, but now I think that they're starting to get some chips in there on the defensive side. On this one, I kind of, the contrarian in me wants to go UCLA, but I just think Oregon's offense is just too high powered for UCLA to keep up. They caught a Cal team that I don't think was prepared to play football that day. They caught them with some bad turnovers. And they did outplay them, but I don't think that they go into Eugene and face the same type of duck. So I think Oregon gets them at 17.5. I like that number. I think that they just overwhelm them with that offense and that speed, and they get to them real quick. They get to them real early. I will probably on this one. I'll probably jump on the first half. That first half bet we was looking at, and not the total game. It might leave room for a backdoor cover. So I'll probably look at the first half play on this one.
Okay. I'm not even worrying about a backdoor cover. I'm not worried about a grill cover. I'm not worrying about a car cover. I ain't worried about cloud cover. Look, Oregon they're on a mission. We know it. We see it out there, right? The way that they did Washington State has talent on that team. If you didn't watch that game, Washington State actually has talent on that team. And Oregon was able to just dismiss them and beat them by 14. UCLA played Cal. That's not anything. I mean, come on. They could have been playing Alabama A&M and probably would have maybe won by the same score, you know. But you also forget they lost to Colorado, the Buffaloes.
Indeed.
I mean, come on. Buffaloes ain't been good since Cordell Stewart left. Indeed. Slash ain't been out there in years, decades. So what I see is Oregon at home, it's a completely, different thing. Yeah, the home field is not there, but when you're talking about this, the Oregon team they're balanced. They're averaging 269.5 passing and 269 rushing. How much more balance can you get at that point?
Yeah, they're going to do what they want to.
They can do whatever they want to do. Whatever you try to take away, they'll just use the opposite. Whatever you're not covering, that's what they're going to go to. And I think they just blow this one out. I think it becomes a runaway, and I think they beat the brakes off these boys. All right, I ain't got much more to say on that one. Oregon.
Indeed.
There it is. All right, now we're going to move on down. We're going down. Going out west. We're going to look at this Boise State game, man. We won some money on them and against them. So we are not afraid to pick against them, and we are not afraid to take them and lay the points. In this one, they are actually going over to Hawaii. I don't know how to pronounce Hawaii.
Yeah.
Hawaii.
Aloha Oi. Yeah.
Yeah, they're going over there to get laid. But they also going out there to play some football. So on this one, you got Boise State minus 14 in this one. The over-under is 58. We know Hawaii games typically run over, but we're going to look at the line on this one. What you got on this, B Magic?
First of all, shout out to the 25th, Schofield. We see y'all. Man, I like Hawaii, man. Hawaii done made me some money over the years, man. But that was with Cole McDonald. Cole has gone. He actually recently just got cut by the Titans, unfortunately. But my man Cordero, I had big hopes for him. He saved us a couple times last year, but this season, I don't know, man. He just hasn't been able to find his balance. So I just feel like Boise is balanced, similar to Oregon. And mind you, looking at ESPN, they put up 252 passing, 125 rushing. But I think that they can do whatever they want to against this Hawaii defense. And I think they do. Hawaii is giving up 251. I'm taking some of your thunder with that rushing. But I think that they're going to screen Hawaii to death in Hawaii. And 14, I think that Hawaii gets desperate. I think that they try to make Cordero make plays that he's not ready to make, and it's going to force some turnovers. And Boise's going to get the cover. I'm rocking Boise on this one. I hate to go against Hawaii at home, but I just think Boise is they're another one that are trying to make a statement even after BYU completely just spanked them at home. But I think they run the table on the way out, all the way out for the rest of the remainder of the season. I think that Boise gets to cover in this one.
Yeah, I hate when we agree on everything, and so far we have. I think Boise covers this 14 points easy. I just see this team trying to regain itself from that BYU ass whooping. I mean, you saw what they did to Colorado State, 52-21. They went out there, they weren't playing games at all. And this offense can put up points. Now, on the defensive side, they do have to, tighten up a little bit on the run because they're giving up almost 220 yards on the ground as well. But the big thing with, Cordero is the turnovers, right? That's why he's not doing what he was doing for us last year. Is because he's out there turning the ball over. He's 5 touchdowns, 4 picks. I mean, that's a horrible ratio going in right now. And then your lead running back doesn't have a touchdown yet. So it's kind of tough to back a team like that, especially a team who went up there and just got stomped by Wyoming, when we were on them. They turned around, they beat New Mexico, which ain't saying much because New Mexico ain't even in New Mexico no more. They're hanging out in Phoenix. But then you turn around and got stomped by San Diego State, who's actually a good team this year. But they got stomped by 24, to San Diego State. Do we think Boise's better than San Diego State? I think it could be a good game, but I think Boise State is definitely better, and I definitely think that they're 14 points better. I would actually bet that line up to about the 17 to 20 range. I think that's where it should be. So I'm rocking Boise hard. I also like the over just because Boise's defense does give up points, and there is some room there for Hawaii to put up some points to cover that over, which is sitting at 58 is what I'm seeing.
58 right
here. Yeah. So I think that can happen.
Be more comfortable with that.
Yeah, I think that can happen easily. I mean, when you look at the numbers that Boise's putting up, 52 points against Colorado State. They played a good BYU team, which is why they only scored 17, but 49 against Air Force, 42 against Utah State. So their offense will do its part and put up the numbers. And I think that their defense will give enough points to Hawaii to get over in that. But I like Boise State and I like the over in that one. But we both agree that Boise State goes in there and just beats that ass in Hawaii. So Schofield Barrett, y'all get the pineapples ready because it's about to go down out there. All right, now we got all the stuff that we agree on out the way. Yeah. So now we're going to give the people what they want. People want to see Skip and Shannon. People want to see Stephen A. and Skip and all that. Hey, look, man, we are brothers. We agree on things sometimes. But it does come a time when Craig and Day don't always see eye to eye. So let's get to it. We going Liberty, NC State. Liberty, NC State. I know you got something to say about this one right here. I know you do.
Come on,
so
man.
Here we go. 7:30, ESPN 3. They put it on the 3 on the tray. Liberty, number 21 ranked Liberty, 8-0, going in to play NC State in the Wolfpack. NC State favored by 3.5 points. You have the floor, my man.
Come on, it's about that 2 up, 2 down, VA all day, 757 Newport News, where you at? Come on, man. Man, I'm rocking with Liberty this year, man. We 8-0. My man Malik Willis, he's probably the most dynamic after my boy Mike, after Marcus. Shout out 757, shout out Newport News. That's how we do it. But I got to rock with Liberty, man. 3.5. They swagging this year. They balling. As long as my man Malik stays healthy, I think they get him. Our offense is putting up more numbers in NC State. The defense is holding teams to less than what NC State is doing. I just feel like they trying to shock the world, man. And 8-0, they on that UCF vibe. National champions are not going to get the love because, it's Liberty. It's a small school. People need to look at them. So they trying to make a statement. I think they go in there. I'm probably going to put some money on them on the money line just because. They're 2 up, 2 down. Virginia stand up. That's where I'm at with it. That's all I got.
Okay. All right. When somebody says, with all due respect, what's coming after. Right? So, Liberty, with all due respect, y'all about to get y'all ass beat. It is over This run is about to end. I'm tired of it. I've been on it. I've been riding with y'all. I made some money with y'all. What you talking about, Willis? Hey, you were doing your thing, but now you are running up against a team that is going to outscore you. That has been the thing. Let's look at this Liberty schedule they've had. Western Carolina. I'm pretty sure my son's flag football team beat Western Carolina early this season, right? And covered the spread on them. Virginia Tech. Okay, I'll give you VT. You went there and you beat Virginia Tech 38-35, but you still gave up 35 points, right? Then you played Southern Miss. Once again, come on. The only thing they got is Frank Gore's son, right? Then you got Syracuse, who's a sleeper now. We got some plays on Syracuse too. Yeah. Shout out to my dog Kel. Yeah. He down there in Florida. Greatest quarterback to come through Miami and Jacksonville. He was supposed to replace Donovan McNabb up there in Cuse, but some things happened, man. So shout out to my boy, man. Double salute to my homie down there. Y'all go Google my man. Hey, and then they had Louisiana Monroe. So you tell me where the powerhouse was that they've been playing. It's not there. They ain't been playing nobody. Flip it over. NC State. Okay, they played Florida State. That ain't nobody. We know they ain't nobody. They ain't never been nobody, and I can't stand them, right? But you played against my boys, the U, and you got broke off. But you put up 41 points. You actually covered in that game.
Indeed.
You played UNC. They got a high-powered offense, so you got whooped. I understand it, but they also ranked number 14. Duke, garbage, you beat them. Virginia, you beat them, but you beat them by 17. So the quality of opponents I've seen NC State play is much superior to what Liberty has played, and I think that run comes to an end this weekend, this Saturday. That's right, I said it. Yeah, I said it. So Willis, you go get mad. 757, all y'all stand up. I'm down the street. Come see me. Don't come see me. I don't mess with y'all, man. I know how y'all get down. You're gonna have to bring Miami out of me. Hey, but look here, I think NC State gets the job done. So hey, let's celebrate on. I'm gonna put a bottle of the Bel Air. Let's put a bottle of the Ricky Rose on there.
All right, let's get it.
Bottle of the Ricky Rose. Bel Air, shout out to the crib, 305 Carol City. We see you down there, big boss. All right, hey, there it is. That's another one. All right, I got my Buck Nasty Player Hater of the Week pick for all y'all people out there. Y'all know I hate teams that got state in it, especially Bama State, Florida State, and Ohio State. I can't stand y'all mother. Only 3 schools my kids can't ever go to on a free ride. I don't care. I'll pay for them to go somewhere else. So that being said, my Buck Nasty Player Hater of the Week pick is Indiana. Indiana, that's right, the Hoosiers. They will go in there and they will get the job done and cover against Ohio State and Fields and his Heisman hopes and all that other nonsense that's going on in the horseshoe and whatever they want to call themselves, the Ohio State. I don't care what you call yourself. And what the hell is a Buckeye anyway? It's a dumbass mascot, a sorry team. You stole my national championship in the Fiesta Bowl, and I ain't gonna never forget it. That's why Indiana will spoil it. They may not win it.
I agree.
They may not win it, but they're gonna stay within 3 touchdowns. The line on that one right now is sitting at 20.5. Buy it up. Buy it up to 21.5 and see what happens. Indiana has an actual team this year. They got playmakers on the offensive side. They got a legit defense, and they got a coach that's fired up who just got his son hurt in the past game. So emotions are running high. Practice is probably gonna be popping this week out there. I'm telling you now, look, it's going down. They are out there in Bloomington getting it in, and they are ready for Ohio State this weekend. Shout out to Wifey. She's an IU grad, an alum and all that good stuff. And I went against them earlier when they played Michigan, and not Michigan, Penn State, and lost a little bread on it. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to back them this week. That's my Buck Nasty Player Hater of the Week pick. Indiana plus 21 to get the job done against Ohio State. B, lead the people with something.
Leave them with something. Let me see.
Leave them with a little something, man.
Right quick. This week a little sketchy, man. I think if I'm gonna do anything, man, I probably jump on that Kentucky plus 30
That's
I know the Tide rolls. I know what they could do. I know the numbers they could put up, but I also know Kentucky. The Kentucky in the spoiler mood right now. You know what I mean? They're not a horrible team. They haven't had the best of luck, but I think that 30. I think with COVID and everything else, man, I think that they want to keep. I think it's a look ahead game. Alabama got Auburn coming up, ain't it? I don't have them pulled up, but I think Auburn is coming up, so I think this might be a look ahead game. I think if anything, some garbage time points. I think they cover that 30. So my underdog of the week, I'm going with Kentucky. I think they cover that 30 easy. So I think this may be a 20, 21, 24 type of situation. I think that 30 is being generous.
Yeah, I think I agree with you. I think Alabama's going to try to cruise on this one. They do have Auburn coming up next week in the Iron Bowl. We'll probably have a play on that one as well. But hey, that's what we got for y'all this week, people. Hope y'all enjoyed. Y'all see, I'm sorry about that free play yesterday. B Magic was asleep, so I had to try to sneak that one in. And they should have had it, right? Kyler Murray should have went over 282. He ended up with 269. Last drive, I mean, come on. Arnold, the tight end, if he catches the ball, they have it, right? So we dropped that one. We're still looking at a 5-2 free play record for you. So that means you making money if you betting with us. You saw what we did for y'all last week, 75%. Numbers don't lie, people. We are putting them up. You can check ESPN experts and see what they putting up, and you can check all the others and see what they putting up and do a comparison. Do your own analysis on what the handicappers are doing for you. All right, so we out here just trying to break the bank, like my boy B Magic love to say, and we having a great time. People, be on the lookout. We going live, right? I'm going live. I got Chacones coming in town. I got my artist Ricky 50 gonna be in town. So we going live with it, man. We're gonna be getting down. We're gonna be discussing sports. We're gonna be discussing politics. We're gonna be discussing drinks. We're gonna be discussing fashion. We're gonna be discussing females. We're gonna be discussing Jeezy whipping Gucci Mane's ass in that battle last night, that versus. We're gonna be discussing 2 Chainz, Respected, new album, everything dropping. What y'all want to talk about? Hit us up. We'll talk about it up. But you're gonna get an insight to just how we are as Chacones in our normal day-to-days when we're around each other, and the lifestyle that we like to get down in, man, because this is more than just us putting on the show. This is the actual lifestyle. Hey, it's your boy Parlay P signing off for Picks, Parlays, and Poison. We got my boy Baby Magic over there, my brother, holding it down in Djibouti. You know what it is. He's going to lay it down on some. Nope, no, he ain't. Hey, look here. We're going to get it in. As always, drink responsibly, gamble responsibly. Drinking, driving, sex, sports betting. Don't do 2 at the same time. Double salute. We out.
Take it easy.